I'm sick, and I'm going to be reviewing the What If finale. Hey guys, it's me, Bernie Bear, and welcome back to another video. So, I'm sick. That's why this review is coming out today instead of yesterday when the episode dropped. I just could not record it all yesterday. But I'm feeling a little better today, so I'm going to push this out, because if I don't, one of my friends on Twitter is going to keep bugging me about it, and I don't want that. So yeah. Sorry if my voice sounds off. I have a stuffy throat. It's that time of the year again. Let's just get into it. Also, my neighbors are, they're still getting their house done. I don't know why they're taking this long, but, you know. So, first thoughts of the episode. I thought it was a great conclusion to What If Season 1 and just a great episode in general. And it was also a great closure to most of the episodes. More on that later. And because of that, I really appreciated that. So, first, Ultravision felt really nerfed in this episode. Last episode, he was eating freaking whole galaxies, but now he can just be not easily, but he can be defeated by the Guardians of the Multiverse, who, Strange Supreme, really carried that. Like, he was a hard carry for the Guardians of the Multiverse, and I love that name. And the team. I loved seeing how they played off each other, and their fighting with Ultravision. You know, they all played off so great with talking and fighting. It was amazing. I love them, and I really do hope we see them again in the MCU. Obviously, wouldn't be the same without Chadwick, but, you know, I don't think that means we shouldn't see them, because I love them. And I hope we see Strange Supreme, too, because he carried them, and he was technically their, not technically, but he was their leader. Like, he knew what was going on. But he not sacrificed himself again. He got trapped in that bubble universe again, which, I mean, makes sense. But, like, I feel bad for him, you know? If the Watcher can take Black Widow and place her in a different universe, why can't you do that with Strange Supreme? You could say he's deserved it, but he saved the multiverse. He deserves something. So yeah, I hope he does return. Maybe he could return in Multiverse of Madness, I don't know. So yeah, like I said before, this episode was amazing when it came to ending the cliffhangers. Like, for Captain Carter, the Watcher probably, my theory, my game theory, he took Steve Rogers and the Hydra Stomper and put it into Captain Carter's reality, because he realized that Peggy missed Steve. See, Steve, this is how you do it. You don't go back in time. You bring the thing you want to go back in time for to your time. And then for T'Challa Star-Lord, he probably defeated Ego. That's probably what that giant explosion was in the background. And then he probably trained Star-Lord to be a Ravager. And then episode 3, obviously the Watcher brought Black Widow in, who defeated Loki. Obviously, that reality is probably going to have a lot of questions as to how Black Widow came back, but maybe they could just say she faked her death to easily get the upper hand on Loki or something, I don't know. And then for Strange Supreme's reality, he's obviously back in the bubble. For the Zombies universe, this one, I don't really like how they closed it. Obviously, all the zombies came to the fighting whenever Strange Supreme did that, you know, he made the portal thingy. And then all the zombies were there, and somehow Captain America is back in a full body instead of being cut in half. Okay. But that means that even if Spider-Man, Black Panther, and Ant-Man's head did manage to get the Soul Stone to work, they would have no one to bring back. Except, like, Thanos, because I don't think he was in the pile. I didn't see him. But, like, I hate that ending. I really wanted to see another part of Zombies where they were successful and brought back everyone. And obviously they wouldn't stand a chance against Thanos, but maybe Thor and the Guardians could come in. I think it would have been sick, and I really would have liked to see it. Oh, and I guess the Hulk lost his fight with Wanda. I would have liked to see how that played out, but whatever. And I'm not too disappointed by it. And then for Killmonger's universe, he's gone. So I guess they would presume him missing or dead. But, you know, since he's gone, maybe T'Chaka would send a team looking for him like he did for T'Challa in episode 2. But at the same time, that was space. But, you know, you never know. So I guess until they found Killmonger, or, well, they never would, but assuming that they did find Killmonger, I think Wakanda would just go back to being normal, and it would just be the main MCU timeline without Tony Stark. So yeah, for Party Thor's universe, he went on his date with Jane. The only thing different there is that there are Ultron robots, so obviously they're going to have to clean that up. For the Infinite Ultron universe, that one was just abandoned because Black Widow's not there and no one else survived. And then for Gamora's universe, we didn't see that episode yet, so I can't really make a judgment. And Tony Stark didn't die in that universe, which obviously tells us the story isn't complete yet, because Tony Stark needs to die in every universe. You have absolute points in a specific universe, like Christine's death in the Strange Supreme episode, and then you have absolute points throughout the multiverse, which is Tony Stark dying. I mean, obviously he's going to die one day of old age, but still, it has to be a heroic way. And I'm 99% sure that the Gamora Thanos one will be the first episode of Season 2. And speaking of Season 2, what's the Watcher going to do? Like, there's no way he just watches anymore, right? Because at the end of this episode, episode 9, he said he's going to protect the multiverse.
The multiverse, every single world, every story is my home. And I will protect it to the end.
So does that mean he's actually going to get involved? And will all the stories be separate? Or will they all come together and fight another bad guy? Will Killmonger and Zola break out? Who knows? Also in this episode, we got our first mid-credits scene, which is obviously Steve Rogers and the Hydra Stomper coming back. So we're definitely going to see that story continued in Season 2. Maybe that'll be our Episode 1. I don't know. And then the creators of What If, the writers, they said that Captain Carter's coming back in Season 2. So obviously, we're going to see that story continued. A lot of people on YouTube and Twitter have been... Twitter makes sense because it's just people being Twitter users. They've been complaining about the plot holes in What If. I get it. The show has a lot of plot holes. The Thanos Infinity Stone thing. I think there was one this episode that I can't remember. Oh yeah, the Captain America one. But like, I would rather have a story that has a bunch of plot holes, but be cool, than have no story at all. So yeah, guys. Overall, I loved this finale. I thought it was amazing. It brought closure to most of the episodes. It brought closure to Season 1. And I can't wait to see what they do for Season 2. I think this episode was deserving of a 9.5 out of 10. And, you know, who knows? Maybe if Season 2 does good enough, we can get to Season 3. I'm crossing my fingers. The show is a blast overall, and I loved not every single episode, but in the moment, I did. Obviously, I think 1 and 3 were the weakest ones, but the endings to those episodes made them so much better. They made all of the episodes better, except zombies. That one made me like it a lot less. So yeah, the show is a blast. These weekly videos were not a blast. They were a pain in the butt to make and edit, but at least it taught me a valuable lesson. Never doing this again. I'm just going to go back to reviewing the seasons or the series again for like Hawkeye and then the Book of Boba, and then I think there's one more Disney Plus show from Marvel coming out this year. And then obviously Spider-Man's going to be a movie I'll review. I'm not going to review Eternals. I have no interest in that movie. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video and the series, if you've been watching the whole series. I would say it's been fun, but it hasn't. So yeah, I've got to go be sick. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.